Who would like to show how we work quietly at our desk? Bobby?
Remember how boring school was back in the old days? Didn't you just hate it?
Quiet while they read, aren't they?
What if you, the student, had the power to shape your classroom to fit the day's studies? What if you could build it all new every day?
All right, you guys can move the tables. You can move to find a section in this part of the class.
A flexible learning space is what we're actually sitting in.
Well, excuse me, I'm trying to isolate us from the world.
The tables are able to fold, and the students are able to write on the tables and put ideas, as well as there's great movement and flexibility to change the environment of the four walls of a classroom into their own space.
That was really good. When we have everything on wheels, we can move everything around. It's better for me because I don't like to sit in constricted areas, and I like to move around a lot.
Hillbrook's experiment began with a vacant space, the iLab.
So started talking to a company, and they said, well, we're making this new furniture, it's on wheels.
That you can try out in that space.
Sounds like a really interesting idea. You want to give us some stuff.
What happened is as people started to play in that space, they're like, wow, I can do things in that space that I can't do back in my classroom.
And initially it was really just about a mobile classroom. We wanted things to move. A lot of the stuff in the iLab kept getting pulled into different classrooms.
And so over the summer, we said, let's see if we can transform their classrooms.
Every classroom has space, and if we think intentionally about the environment and how it impacts kids, we can engage them more deeply. They'll own space much more, they'll love the work they do, and that's just what environment can do.
For me, as a teacher, the magic is when I can fully step away and just watch them. When they're able to teach each other in their language so that they also understand it.
As the teaching is changing, the space has to catch up with that.
It's nice because it's not standardized testing style. It's nice and free, and you can kind of relax a little bit while you're learning, which makes it more fun to learn.
Right now, we're really one of the only schools that's actually looking at learning spaces and not just building lots of big fancy spaces, but actually talking about it and really studying it.
My research shows that students not only prefer the Agile learning spaces, but are often more productive in ways that we can now measure.
You guys are going to be in charge of presenting a newscast of all of each other's current events.
Live special edition report about the Chinese culture and the ramifications of destroying small villages.
I am setting up my look.
To have a student walk out and say that was fun, where deep down inside, I know as a teacher, I was teaching you something out of it, is one of my joys also as a teacher, because the fun aspect of it is crucial for every student.
I am extremely envious of the classrooms that are more flexible than my own. I love the iLab, and I really, really wish that our kids were able to do the kinds of things that they're doing in the iLab and to choose how they get to learn and to choose how they are best going to do whatever it is that they're assigned to do. I'm really jealous.
I do wish other students had this opportunity because it's so amazing. And I think, honestly, if all schools did this, I think we would all just have such a better time in school. We wouldn't be complaining about it.
We provide a very hands-on program, and the furniture at some level has been an impediment to our ability to do that. And so we want to create classrooms that reflect the kind of teaching and learning that we know happens at the best schools in the world and that happens at Hillbrook.
Good night and good luck.